Dokpesi, 1951 to 2023.
He got his doctorate degree at the age of 26 in collaboration with late Chief MKO Abiola, late General Musa Shehu Yar'Adua, and Alhaji Bamanga Tukur, changed the marine business landscape with African Ocean Lines. His knack for trailblazing feats made him establish the very first private radio station in Nigeria, Raypower FM, in the year 1994. As a positive disruptor, Dr. Raymond Dokpesi started 24 hours transmission both on radio and television in Nigeria. It is safe to say that the goodness and mercy of the Lord followed you, Dr. Raymond Aleogho Anthony Dokpesi, all the days of your life, because medical experts and seers did not give you the chance of living above 40, but to your own astonishment, you lived and impacted like an octopus every facet of your engagement on earth beyond the biblical 70.
To know a man completely is said not to be enough until you know where he is coming from. Agenebode is a sprawling town of civil servants, fishermen, and mainly Catholic Christians and Muslim communities. A town divided by the River Niger to the west, and on the east, Ida in Benue State of Nigeria. A community blessed with the influx of the early missionaries, where even the very old speaks very good Queen's English. It is on this ground, now housing this church and the school, at what used to be number NW5/195 at Damasingba in Ekotedo area of Ibadan, in the present-day Oyo state of Nigeria, and about 300 kilometers away from Agenebode, that the scion of Chief Williams Ayaogena and Madam Alice Aishatu Dokpesi was born.
I was born at Damasingba, Ekotedo, Ibadan, on the 25th of October 1951. As a young grown-up boy, I had a lot of challenges with my health. And at the height of it, I had challenges with speech up till I was about 12 years old. But in spite of that handicap, I should state that the fact that I started my primary school education at Ebenezer African Church School, Ikotedo, Ibadan, and thereafter I gained admission to Loyola College, Ibadan. I indeed gained admission to several other institutions of at the basic secondary school level, including St. Finbar's in Lagos here, St. Gregory's College in Lagos here, Government College Ibadan, but I had to go to Loyola College Ibadan. From Loyola College Ibadan, because of my continuing deterioration in health, I had to come to Immaculate Conception College, Benin City in 1967. So I had the privilege and honor of attending Immaculate Conception College, Benin City, and thereafter I proceeded at what is today Auchi Polytechnic. It was also Midwest Technical College at that time, where I had my very first introduction to engineering, and I was a foundation student of what is today the University of Benin. It was then Midwest Institute of Technology. When the Midwest Institute of Technology, as it was then called, was set up by the then governor of Midwest region, Major Osaigbovo Gbemudia, I was one of the first students that went in, and I must say that it was a very brilliant experience, university education. That was my only interaction and stint with higher education in Nigeria. It was short-lived. I thereafter had the Nigerian Post Authority scholarship to go to University of Southampton, London. I went to University of Southampton and got a directive from the Chief Training Officer of the Nigerian Post Authority at that time that I should relocate from Southampton to Poland, where I was going to go for a straight master's degree course. So I went to the Wyższa Szkoła Morska at that time, which is Maritime Academy as it were, and finished my master's education with a distinction, first class, my first degree, first class, my master's with a distinction, and I think that was the opening of the flood of successes that I thereafter came across. I went ahead to the University of Gida in Sopot, where I finished my doctorate degree in marine engineering economics. And by the time I finished, I had the privilege to both lecture and was also finalizing my doctorate thesis. I was admitted because my ambition at that time was to be a professor at most at the age of 30. Had started my dissertation for a DSc course at that time, when in 1977, the then head of state, Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, General Olusegun Obasanjo, came on a visit to Poland. He directed at that time that I should return to Nigeria before the 16th of November, 1977.
Raymond Dokpesi's academic records till date are yet to be broken in these universities, and his brilliance is also attested by schoolmate in Poland, Dr. Shupo Ali Balogun.
He buried himself into his book and was always reading. That is why he was able, at a very, very fast period, at the age of 26, to get his doctorate degree. Until today, it is still on record in his university that he was able to finish his doctorate at that young, tender age of 26.
As the only male child in the midst of 6 female children, Raymond Dokpesi emerged as a marine engineer, shipping magnate and broadcast mogul, a fitting reward for his father, Williams Ahegana Dokpesi, and mother, Madam Alice Aishatu Dokpesi's toil and sacrifices in raising their only son to become not only a national figure, but a man of global acknowledgement and achievement. Bold, brilliant, audacious, courageous, daring, determined, and unwaveringly convinced to pursue and achieve his vision, irrespective of the hurdles before him. Dokpesi was brave as a lion, intriguing like an elephant, courageous and resilient like the horse, and possessing the power and strength of an eagle.
He is always somebody ready, prepared to ensure assignment given to him not only fulfill, but he excel. If I made him to do anything, consider it done. That we call it, consider it done. Once it is Raymond Dokpesi, consider it done.
He's hardworking, and he has a very good belief about this country. I interacted also with him politically, and I know that his passion for this country is very, very great.
I can tell you, there are not too many Nigerians like him. Brilliant, committed, very sincere, true to his word, reliable, dependable, passionate about anything he's convinced about. He's not afraid to take a stand. And when he takes a stand on any issue, he doesn't lack the guts or courage to defend it.
It's not a matter of what he learned. He has natural ability, superior natural ability. And he has inquisitive mind, curious. Anything you bring, he just imposes that powerful searchlight from his brain on the subject and gives you what you want from him.
His foray into politics and the attendant political persecution, tribulations, and annihilating vicissitudes made the Ozomo of Bekwaweno and the Araba of Osoroland a stronger believer in the economic and political emancipation of the people. He faced headlong the good, the bad, and the ugly of Nigerian politics.
I see him as the bridge between the old brigade and the new generation, because he mingles with each side freely, openly, and you will not know the difference. And this is somebody who also politically has established a strong personality in our democracy.
He's a man you can't take for granted. He's a strategist. People I have always associated with him over the years, he has stood by them. And that's wonderful.
Dr. Raymond Aleogho Anthony Dokpesi. Not how long, but how well. In 71 years, you made and left imprints and legacy of 1,000 years on the sands of time.
Every human being leaves his name. His name means a ray that goes through and leads to the unknown tomorrow in gratitude to God. This type of souls are a gift to their communities, to their tribe, to their race, to their states, to their countries, and indeed to the whole mankind. And it goes through difficulties. The difficulties are not because of him, it's a natural consequence of his being.
High Chief Raymond Dokpesi, it's several things to several people. Some see him as a politician, some see him as a businessman. But we see him as a pioneer in the broadcast industry. We see him as somebody who believes in the industry and who spends his savings to ensure that the show goes on in the industry.
For a man who has, confronted all manners of challenges, both health-wise, political witch hunts, attacks and what have you. But he remains undaunted and still wants to be called a Nigerian. He wants to be one Nigerian. He keeps saying it every time, at every opportunity.
He caught my attention specifically when he was managing the African Ocean Lines, which was jointly owned by Chief Moshood Abiola, Major General Shehu Musa Yaradua, and Alhaji Bamanga Tuko. He was at the center of it all. And I used to marvel at how such a young man got the vision, to manage a company of that nature. For me, High Chief Dokpesi is a don. What we call the capo di tutti capi, the boss of all bosses. Is our big boss.
Despite being a diverse personality with a watertight schedule, High Chief Raymond Dokpesi did not fail as a father and husband on the home front. He ensured that his family is united and indivisible. His wives and children live in harmony and guide jealously the reputation and image of the great Dokpesi family.
We have a commitment and a desire, I think, and a consciousness amongst the children that, we have to be united, we have to be together, we have to do what our own parents did and also what they failed to do, to learn from the mistakes of the past in order to be able to move forward.
I did my very best to ensure that there's harmony amongst the children. The children all visit each other. They come once a year at least. We spend the time together. And there's a lot of harmony, a lot of love, a lot of joy. They miss each other. And what can I do? I smile in my dear corner. So if I even pass on today, I'll be very glad that I left one united, happy family.
Your country, Nigeria, Africa, and the global community mourn the departure of a great son of Africa, a detribalized Nigerian, the voice of the voiceless, a marine engineer of repute, and a broadcasting icon. High Chief Dr. Raymond Aleogho, Anthony Dokpesi. Sleep on and sleep well. Chairman.